Gracias a todos por estar aquí. Vamos a dar inicio al anuncio sobre Semana Mexicana. Thanks everybody for being here. And we're going to start the announcement, the press briefing that we're giving out in order to announce the activities part of the Mexican Week 2018. So I'm going to pass it on to Rocio Vázquez, our Deputy Consul. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gracias Carlos. ¿Qué tal? Muy buenos días, ¿cómo están todos? Bien. Qué bueno. Welcome everybody here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here for the press briefing. And we are really delighted to be able to announce the 6th edition of Mexican Week. So it's been a great effort from the Mexican Cultural Center and the Mexican Consulate, and many of our allies, which are here, the restaurants and different organizations that have helped us continue this initiative, this event. That, well, the idea is to celebrate the diversity of Mexican culture through the art, film, gastronomy, and music, and other many expressions. So it really is. It's great that we have been able to do this in such a great city with so much art and so much diversity that is Philadelphia. The activities that we're going to be carrying out during this week, it will start May the 1st with the flag raising ceremony, and it's the official kickoff of Mexican Week 2018. With Consul Adelita and Major Kenny and many other officials, consuls, and dignitaries in the celebration of the Mexican flag ceremony. That's going to be from 11:30 to 12, so you're all invited. I hope you can join us. It's always been great. We always have different, events, activities also there, and different art or dance exhibitions. Then we are also starting on May 1st, there's going to be an exhibit in City Hall. It's called Puebla 7, Tradition to Avant-Garde, and that's going to be in the first floor of Philadelphia City Hall. It's going to be on display until May the 31st. Basically, this is, it's an association with the Puebla government, and it has arts and crafts, well, mostly different ceramics and pieces from the 7. Well, right now there's 9, but it was when this was done. The 7 magical towns that are in Puebla. Mexico has a program that's been for over 20 years. We have tried to identify towns all over Mexico that are very authentic and that obviously provide different expressions of our traditions, of culture, mostly either colonial or pre-Hispanic. And there's 111 magical towns in all around Mexico. And Puebla now has 9. That was very recent that 2 were added to the list. So you're going to see pieces from those towns and other many towns in Puebla. And as you know, we have an incredibly large community of Mexicans originally from Puebla, which is a beautiful, beautiful state, very diverse, and has everything you could think of. So I hope everyone visits the exhibit in City Hall, because I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Then we are going to have on May the 3rd, it's going to be, it's a program called Sexual Diversity Program, A Dream Come True. These are Mexican short films presented by the 2nd Sexual Diversity Program of the Morelia International Film Festival. For those that don't know it, Morelia International Film Festival is one of the most recognized film festivals in the world, and we are also very excited to be working with them, and that they're bringing this series of short films. This is going to be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Lightbox Film Center at the International House, Philadelphia. Then on Friday, we're gonna have the Downtown Cinco de Mayo Festival. And we have expanded since last year. Mexican Week is not only in Philadelphia, we have tried to incorporate the greater Philadelphia area. So this is gonna be in Wilmington. Besides the many Mexicans that live here in Philadelphia, which is about 25,000, if you go around and you see all the different cities in the metropolitan area, including Wilmington, Kennett Square, Kennett Square is not exactly a city, but you know that region, and Camden, it's over 75,000 Mexicans. So the idea is obviously to attract Mexicans that live in those areas, and also people that every day, collide or have interaction, and that are able to know more about the richness of our culture. So we're going to do the Downtown Cinco de Mayo Festival in Wilmington on Friday, May 4th. We're going to be there with everyone, a lot of different organizations and authorities there in Wilmington. Then there's going to be a block party in Delaware Restaurant, which are also represented here, and that's going to be on Saturday from 12 to 10 p.m. And we'll also celebrating the Cinco de Mayo, which, for those that don't know, Cinco de Mayo is obviously celebrated all over Mexico, but it's mostly celebrated in Puebla because it has to do with a battle that was fought and won in Puebla against the French army. So that's, more Pueblan than that you can't get. Then on Sunday, there's going to be also an event with the Barnes Foundation that we're also very excited to be able to partner with them, as we have in the past. And this is going to be, it's part of the Free First Sunday program at the Barnes, sponsored by Pico. It's going to be from 10 to 4, and there's going to be storytelling, art making stations, special performances from the dance group Nuevo Mexico, and I hope that everyone is able to attend with the family. Obviously, this is very focused to families and everyone that also appreciates Mexican art. And on Sunday, we're going to have another festival, the Cinco de Mayo, in Kennett Square, where there's also a very big concentration of Mexican community, and that's been I think the event there has been going on for over 15 years. It's also great. It's pretty big, and there's great food, great presentations, performances, and I hope everyone can go down to their area and visit and enjoy the festival. And then on Monday, we have there's going to be a concert at the Theater of Living Arts of Natalia Lafourcade. She's going to be performing with a very talented Latin American musician, Augusto Bracho. And for those that don't know, Natalia Lafourcade is a well-renowned singer from Mexico City. She has mostly, her music is Latin roots, but she has a lot of elements of jazz, rock, pop, bossa nova. She's won 10 Latin Grammys, 1 Grammy, and recently maybe many of you saw her at the Oscars performing the Coco song, Remember Me, which, she's very respected, renowned, and it's great that she's going to be here in Philadelphia during this week. So we're also delighted about that, and hope a lot of people, I hope it's a small venue. I'm sure it's going to fill up, but we just want to make sure that everyone knows that she's going to be here, so that she'll return and maybe to a bigger venue, but it's going to be a great also event. So, during also this week, and that's a little bit what we have here, and we're going to talk a bit more about that. It's Restaurant Week, Mexican Restaurant Week, and there's 11 restaurants from Delaware Valley that are joining us, or collaborating. And they're gonna be celebrating the diversity of Mexican cuisine and offering special menus at reduced prices. And the week is gonna be from May 1st to May 6th. And we really do want to appreciate all the restaurants that have collaborated and that decided to join. Most of them have done it in the past. And I think there's people here from El Rey, Dionisio, we always appreciate what you do for us and what you do to get everyone to know about the incredible, incredible and well-renowned also Mexican cuisine, which is also part of the cultural patrimonio, ¿cómo se dice? Humanitarian, heritage, world heritage intangible, well, something like that. It is one of the most recognized cuisine in the world. So we do appreciate Dionisio and El Rey to partner with us. We also have here Cristina Martinez from El Compadre, she's always collaborated with us and the Cultural Center, and they're also going to be part of the Mexican Week. And actually right now there's an exhibition also that is hosted by El Compadre of also a great artist called Alec Dempster, and these are cravings, very, very beautiful cravings, and I mean I hope you can visit it. It's going to be here. It's going to be there. I'm sorry, for the next 2 weeks. So that's also part of the Mexican Week. Not only the food, which I was looking at what Cristina brought today, and she brought verdolagas, which a lot of people don't know about verdolagas. I personally love it. You never get it almost anywhere in the United States. It's very hard to get it. It's an exquisite herb that is used very commonly in the central part of Mexico. And she brought, it's one of going to be one of the dishes in the menu. And I hope you can, see and ask her, and it's just everyone is bringing really special, different dishes that they're not the traditional common, what you always think of Mexican cuisine. I mean, there's obviously tacos and all that, but they're trying to also bring because Mexico with 32 states, you can't imagine how much cuisine. There's just the diversity is humongous. From people, if you go to Yucatan, the flavor in Yucatan and the flavor in I don't know, in Sinaloa, they're both incredibly complex cuisine, but they really are, it's a world apart, the ingredients and everything. So that's the idea, that you don't, that obviously I think most of the people here know a little bit about Mexican culture and probably appreciate it, but there's so much more to know. So much more to know from the small magical towns in Puebla that are going to be, information, and you're going to see some pictures and pieces of arts and crafts and that are from, they're going to be exhibited in the Philadelphia City Hall, to the incredible cuisine that we have, and there's so many great restaurants here in Philadelphia, and hopefully people will go beyond what they normally know about Mexican cuisine. So we're going to have also La Adelita, which Andres Hernandez is here also. Thank you, Andres, for participating with us and also joining Mexican Week, Restaurant Week this year. And then PhillyTacos, Juan Carlos Romero, which is also here. But you brought some tacos, camitas, or what was it?
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs, ándale.
Tacos de lengua.
Okay, no, de lengua.
Lengua y eyeballs.
También, de los dos. Tongue and eyeballs. Okay, well, they're delicious. We love all those type of things. Especially outside the metros and in Mexico City, those are the best. Okay, and then we also have San Lucas, and Jesus is here also from San Lucas, which is a restaurant in Camden. Adela Medina also. Adela Medina, Jesus?
De San Lucas.
Okay, Adela. Okay, great. Muchas gracias, Adela. Thank you for being also part of Restaurant Week. And I hope a lot of people go to Camden from Philly, and also because there's so many great restaurants in Camden that many times people just don't cross the bridge. They're not, and just Camden is being reborn, and there's been so much progress. Thank you in part from, I think a big part from the Mexican community that really has been innovative and trying to do everything to make that community much better. So, great. And then in Sarape, Armando Paricio is also around here. Gracias, Armando. And I hope that people from the press are will obviously see the dishes and ask them, and maybe a little bit more what the orientation of the restaurant, what type of food they try to specialize in. And I hope you can also, maybe your great knowledge that you have of Mexican cuisine, try to offer, like I said, something a little bit special and different, and get people to know more in depth about like the diversity and the complexity of our cuisine. So in Sarape, thank you, and Farmers Keep, which we're very excited also that they're I think it's the first time they are part of Mexican Restaurant Week. And we have Josh Buck and Jorge Pacheco, which is a Mexican chef that will be offering a special menu precisely with emphasis on Mexican cuisine during this week. Okay, so again, we really hope. I think it's a lot of activities. I am sure that I hope some of you go to these things. And yes,
I also want to acknowledge the presence of Elvis and his team. Like Elvis is responsible for the downtown Cinco de Mayo at Wilmington.
oh great,
So
okay,
if you
Elvis.
have any
Gracias.
question or anything
Right.
like, regarding the festival and the details, like please come closer and ask directly to Elvis. Like he's very happy, and we're very happy to host him and to participate along with the festival.
No, it's great. And how many years have the festival been?
Actually, this is the second year.
Okay, good.
Yes, last year we started at small, one block,
Uh-huh.
and we're expected about 700 people. We got 1,300 people. This year, based on the entertainment we're bringing, it's gonna be 2,000 people.
Wow, good.
We have about 40 vendors, a lot of food,
Mhm.
section for kids, so it's family and
Friendly.
kids and family oriented event.
Okay.
But we also have live music. You're gonna drink mojitos, margaritas outside, so vamos a tener de
Okay.
todo.
Okay, bueno, pues, gracias.
De nada.
Thank you for being here. So I'll pass the mic on to Carlos. I mean, I did mention a lot of the things, but if you have any other questions, then you'll probably want to add on. But I really, it's the 6th edition. We want your support. We have these partners that we have here have been incredibly supportive, and we just want to keep this going. I think it's been very successful. It's a successful initiative, and it's great that, I don't know, we gather around. There's so many Mexicans in this region that everyone else knows about just how much we can offer. In this case, in the sense of mostly art and different expressions, traditions, and like I said, cuisine, which is just something that it's out of the ordinary in the case of Mexico. And so you only know the tip of the iceberg. When we come from Mexico, we know how much, there's so much diversity and so much variety, and that's something that has not been able to, I guess, sink in this region. I'm sure with these great chefs, more and more people are gonna know about all these great places, their dishes and gastronomy. So thank you, and Carlos?
Thank you.
Well, thank you again to everyone who came. Like, great. Thank you for coming, and Jose and all our partners. As you may know, that we've been broadcasting live since the beginning on Facebook. So you can also follow us on CulturalMex Phila on Facebook, and also on Twitter, and also the Mexican Cultural Center. You can follow them on Facebook and Twitter, and the website. And the website you will find more details about the events, as you already were given a press release. All of you have it in both in Spanish and English. And in the website of the Mexican Cultural Center, which is mexicanculturalcenter.org, you can find more information about ticketing in the case that they are needed, information about the restaurant, the participating restaurants, and where to find them. Of course, you can always Google them, but you can find them. You can find the addresses there. And it's very important to highlight what Rocio was saying. The Mexican culture and cuisine in these terms has always been very diverse, and it keeps on feeding from many cultures. It's not only about Mexico, but also all the influences that are coming from outside. So I think this is a very important time for Mexican cuisine in general. As you may see, most of some of the restaurants, Mexican restaurants, or even Mexican dishes, that have become landmark for world cuisine in general, and even we have people like I don't know, I wanna say Christina, like they have been very vocal about promoting Mexican cuisine and Mexican culture. So let's just embrace it, let's just share it, and continue like fostering and encouraging all this diversity, which is also the message. Mexican culture is very diverse, as also this country. So I think we have many things in common. Let's just cherish that and share it. And if you have any questions, just like you can even come closer to your peers, to all of the restaurants, participating restaurants, and also like we want to invite you to enjoy the food. And please don't forget to join us, of course, in the activities, especially in the flag rising ceremony, which is going to be a very important moment for us as Mexicans to come get together and celebrate our culture and also our symbols in general. So please join us on Tuesday the 1st, as Rocio already stated. Tuesday the 1st, 11:30 a.m. at City Hall. Mayor Kenny will be hosting along with Consul Alicia Kerber. So thank you very much for joining, and well, let's come and celebrate and share some good food. If you have any question, like I don't know, Yvette, do you wanna add something?
The question and answers.
Yeah.
Cultural Center.
Well, I'm gonna leave you with Yvette.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I don't know if anybody has any questions I can answer. No? Usher, yeah.
So the Mexican Week, is that something that goes on simultaneously in other cities as well? Is it something across the country, or is it unique?
Yeah, it's something we're doing here. I know that they're doing it in other cities, but we don't have anything to do with
Sure,
that.
I see.
It's something that we are doing here. It's our 6th edition. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something that started here in Philly, and we've been like growing, because normally it used to take place only in Philadelphia, but now as you have seen, it's getting an expansion. Like we went to Delaware last year. We also were in Norristown, in many like surrounding areas of
Expanding out into the
exactly.
suburbs.
So it's growing, and I think this is the right momentum for us to continue like pushing for this Mexican Week to grow.
Sure.
So I know that you guys have very featured items on your press release, but are there other small events or anything else that is also being showcased on the websites that are happening as things come in? Will you guys also be promoting other things as they come in? Because after you launch this, I'm sure there's going to be other events that come up. Are you guys also, through the Cultural Arts Center, promoting things as they come up, or are these going to be the signature events that you feature?
So this is something we are organizing the Mexican Week, what you see here in the programs. But yeah, there are some events that are coming in this week, and I mean, sometimes they tell us, and we of course we're here to promote culture, so we definitely go ahead and promote it in our websites. And the Mexican Consulate, the same thing. They're always sharing, with everyone else.
Yeah, as you mentioned, this could be considered as the signature events of the Mexican Week. But we also celebrate that many other communities around the area that we cover, they actually come up with their own celebrations around, specifically around the Cinco de Mayo celebration. It has become also a really important day for Mexican American people here in the U.S. So of course we celebrate that if they come closer to us and they ask us I don't know, they ask us to help them like somehow promote. Of course that we will do it, but like as for this moment, and the whole event, the Mexican Week is just a series of events and activities promoted and carried out by the Mexican Cultural Center along with the Consulate of Mexico in Philadelphia.
And with many other sponsors,
As you can see.
These we really do appreciate the restaurants that are participating. I mean, also obviously PICO is also a sponsor, Philadelphia Cultural Fund, Visit Philly, the City of Philadelphia Office of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, obviously the Barnes Foundation, and Pennsylvania Council on the Arts. I mean, this is something that we do in conjunction with all of them, spearheaded by the Cultural Center and the Mexican Consulate. But we do have a lot of sponsors we really appreciate and want them to continue to sponsor us in that effort to promote Mexican culture.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and yeah, like Carlos was saying and Consul Vasquez were saying, please go ahead and try the food. We want you to taste what Mexico tastes like. Thank you.
Like Mexico City. Like you go to Mexico City, there's a million, Hola, buenas tardes. Bueno, nosotros somos de PhillyTacos. Julie
Julie Pilar.
y Juan Carlos Romero. Y gracias por la invitación. Estamos muy felices de estar participando por primera vez en la Semana Mexicana. Y gracias a todos por la invitación. Nosotros estamos en la 2011 Reed. Esperamos a que vengan a visitarnos. Nuestro horario es de lunes a viernes de 3 a 10 de la noche. Sábado todo el día de 10 a 10. Y el domingo nos pueden encontrar en la calle 2 y Pine, en el Farmer Market. Ahí estamos durante el verano de 10 de la mañana a 3 de la tarde. Gracias.
Mi nombre es Cristina Martínez. Mi restaurante es El Compadre. Estamos ubicados en la calle 9, 1149 de South Philly. Tenemos la carne de puerco, tenemos pan de manzana como postre, con arrocito y frijoles. Y están todos bienvenidos. Gracias.
Hola, mi nombre es Armando Aparicio, soy el dueño del restaurante El Sarape. Hoy les vamos la primera semana de Restaurant Week, les vamos a ofrecer steak fajitas, el especial del restaurante. Vamos a tener como mazos con chorizo a la mexicana y bueno, los esperamos del día 1 al 6 de mayo, el Restaurant Week en el Sarape Restaurant, situado en la 1304 sur de la calle 9. Gracias.
Hola, mi nombre es Adela Medina. Represento a San Lucas Restaurant. Estamos presentando un platillo para la semana del 5 de mayo que se llama guacamole. Los esperamos en el 2600 de Federal Street en Camden, New Jersey. Estaremos con especiales en la semana del 5 de mayo.
Hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Jorge Pacheco. Yo soy de Farmer's Keep. Estamos promoviendo y ayudando esta semana. Se llama Mexican Restaurant Week. Nosotros a Farmer's Keep hacemos comida alergente, sin harinas, sin nueces. Nada de mariscos, pero todo lo demás es saludable, cosa que todos necesitamos hacer algo así. Yo creo los menús, hacemos un menú especial en estas semanas. Básicamente estamos hablando de pollo enchilado, que es salsa de guajillo, albóndigas de chorizo con carne de res, muy ricas. También tenemos carne encebollada, tenemos también carne de puerco, que le llaman al pastor. ¿Qué más tenemos? Tenemos una sopa de frijoles y muchos condimentos o guarniciones como milpillas, papas con un poquito de poros, tenemos arroz rojo, tenemos ensalada de aguacate, ensalada de nopal, también tenemos quinoa con elote ¿Y qué más tenemos? A ver, les puedo invitar a que prueben, y algo que está muy delicioso, el coleslaw, la ensalada de jícama con pepino, está deliciosa. Por favor, visítenos, estamos Farmer's Keep, estamos en la 10 y en la 20, perdón, sobre la 20 y la Market. Se llama Farmer's Keep y les va a gustar. Si no les gusta, yo lo pago.
Mi nombre es Andrés Hernández, vengo representando al restaurante Adelita. Estamos ubicados en la calle 9, en el corazón de los mexicanos, en Italian Market, que ahora es conocida. Nuestra especialidad es la comida mexicana, pero del centro de México, el Estado de México y el Distrito Federal, y con regiones de Puebla. Ahorita venimos con el platillo, el cóctel de camarón, que es muy popular en el Estado de México y en el Distrito Federal. Estamos participando, contentos de que nos hayan invitado en la Semana Mexicana. Por favor, vengan, visítenos. Tenemos amplia variedad de comida, tortas, quesadillas, enchiladas. Nos especializamos también en barbacoa, la barbacoa del Estado de México. Un poco diferente a las demás, pero muy buena. Vengan, los invitamos, pruébenos.